The last caution was caused when Bubba Wallace got into Kyle Larson and sent him down through the grass. Brad Gilly, it was an interesting play after it was over that Bubba literally comes over and, smooches on Kyle Larson, telling him he was sorry that all happened, and they seem to leave the best friends.
Yeah, let me say this. Kyle Larson is true class. And it was on display at Richmond Raceway, not only with Bubba coming to apologize, and let's not forget, Larson did get loose in front of Bubba and ended up checking up just a little bit. I don't know that was entirely on Bubba, but for him to apologize and Larson to accept it so gracefully, I thought was just pure class. The other part, Larson was asked about Martin Truex Jr. and then banging doors and all of that. And Larson said, yeah, I didn't understand that. But I'll tell you what, Martin has a history of being one of the cleanest racers out here on the racetrack. I'm sure he was just frustrated. I'm going to let that pass. I understand, and I like Martin. I just thought the way Larson handled himself really should be an example for any professional athlete or any professional for that matter to show the class and grace that he did.
Absolutely. I mean, especially when you look back at the history that him and Bubba Wallace have of run-ins on the racetrack, the fact that they were able to just kind of hug it out, if you will, and then exactly what you said about the whole Martin Truex Jr. thing, because he had every right to be kind of like, hey, man, I what happened there? And he kind of did that, but he also was like, I'm just going to let it go because it was Truex, and I know that that's not usually his MO.
I know Kyle has already won a Cup Series championship, but I like the personality that's starting to come out of him. He's not quite as guarded. He does his other racing, but I think finally in Kyle Larson's mind now that his Cup program is his number one program. He's not worried about going to the next big dirt track spectacular. He's kind of focused in on this, and I'm enjoying that.